Even from a year ago, I was like, you know what? I know this is going to make my best of toners list. I know it's popular in Korea, but it is also incredibly popular in Japan as well. Even though I had only been using it for a short while, I knew I had to get it back up because it was just such an easy way to get that quick layer of hydration before doing like my full skincare routine. Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best toners of 2023. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel 登録しちゃってください。しちゃいなよ。We are back with another video for the end of year best of skincare series, and this time we're talking about toners, essences and mists, which honestly is my favorite product category. Before we get started, my skin type is dry and dehydrated, and the general climate that I live in is on the drier side, being Melbourne, Australia. So I think I'm going to start with Korean products and then move on to Japanese toners and mists. So let's get started with an absolute banger, the Cosrx Propolis Synergy Toner. Technically speaking, I actually discovered this toner in December of last year, and I remember very specifically because this was the one full-size toner that I took during my trip to the US. I was there for about a month, so I knew I needed at least one like solid toner, and thinking of it now, it was a bit of a risk taking a toner that I had not tried prior to that, but I absolutely fell in love. I was using it morning and night every day for about a month. We were staying in Florida, which obviously is warmer compared to a lot of other areas, especially in December, yet this never felt too heavy. It does have a slightly viscous texture, so you feel like it might feel sticky or heavy on the skin, but it gives such a nice glow, it gives hydration, it gives plumping, it does give instant glass skin. Even then, like when you look at it online and stuff, the product description does say it is most recommended for those who have oily, combo, or even breakout prone skin because the main ingredient is that propolis extract. So it includes 72.6% of propolis extract, which is known to be an antibacterial and an anti-inflammatory. So it's going to help fight off that acne bacteria, but also help to soothe it as well. I was using it every day, as well as my partner Logan, who does have oilier skin than me, but we both enjoyed it very much. And even from then, like even from a year ago, I was like, you know what? I know this is going to make my best of toners list because it was that instantaneous that I fell in love with it. Easiest first pick to make the toners list this year. Next, I have the Anua 77% Heartleaf Soothing Toner. So Anua has been around for a while, but it was only this year that I tried them for the first time. Yes, I'm a little late on the game, and many of their products have been to my liking. So you probably will see a number of their products in my best of videos. This toner I had seen everywhere, and especially in Japan. Like I know it's popular in Korea, but it is also incredibly popular in Japan as well. Initially, I didn't really get the hype, I must say, but I realized that I was just like continuously reaching for it. And I think it is because of its texture. The texture is super lightweight, like it is water thin. So literally any skin type can use it, even if you have oily combo skin. One layer, super fresh feeling and really does hydrate. If you do have more dehydrated or dry skin, you can layer it, but it does not feel heavy. And it does use 77% of that Heartleaf or Hotunyo Kodara extract, which is soothing, calming to the skin. I just kept reaching for it. Like I didn't even know the reason to why, but I just kept grabbing it. I mean, you can see how much I've used of this one, and I actually had a second bottle that I was using in Japan, but I ended up giving it away to my friend because she was wanting to try out some more K-beauty skincare. So I was like, you know what, you can take it, it's fine. I have probably been through about like a bottle and a half this year. It is another one that I love to do for DIY masking. As I've said in the past, for DIY cotton masking, it is great to use a really lightweight, watery textured toner. So this one works perfectly. It does also have those soothing properties. So irritated areas or somewhere that you just need to calm down, it is great for that. And yeah, like I know so many people love it. I know it's a viral product. I agree, like it's good. I just got a notification for a 30-cent chocolate soft serve cone from Macca's. So I think I have to go get that later. Now we're going to move on to Japanese toners. I have the IPSA Time Reset Aqua. So this is a super duper viral product in Japan. Like, it has won so many awards that it is now in the Hall of Fame, and pretty much everywhere you look on like sites or magazines or whatnot in Japan, you will always see this toner featured. I did mention it in Hits and Misses earlier this year, and I did say that it didn't actually blow me away. Like, it was a hit, but it didn't like, whoa, absolutely amaze me for how raved about it was in Japan. So I took a break from using it for a while, but as you can see, I am almost done with the bottle. Picked it up again probably in the last couple of months, and I must say, the more consistently you use it, the more effect it has, I guess. And I have actually been using it more as a booster. So first thing after I cleanse my face, I either apply it right onto my palms and press it into my skin, or put it on a cotton pad and swipe my skin. It just depends if I like took a shower at night or just like cleansed at my basin. But I use it as a booster first step because it is really lightweight, and it does deeply hydrate with a very small amount of product. So I feel like it's that thin product that you can just sink into your skin first thing, and then you can layer a richer toner on top or go straight onto your serum and whatnot. And I feel like using it in that way, I definitely have enjoyed it more. The highlighted ingredients is 1 tranexamic acid to help brighten an even skin tone, and then dipotassium glycyrrhizarate. I never know how to pronounce it, but it is an extract of licorice. They often use it in skincare to help calm and soothe the skin, but in this case, they've actually noted that it can help to prevent breakouts in a really gentle way, which Japan does use this ingredient for that quite often, since their approach to acne and breakouts is very low key. It is an ingredient that you can use like anytime, any day. It's not an active, it's not that strong compared to a lot of other ingredients that they would use to combat breakouts. But for someone like me, I don't have acne prone skin but gets the occasional breakout. I think it is the perfect sort of ingredient where it kind of just conditions your skin to stay chill, to stay good without using anything harsh. Initially I was like, but now I'm like, I kind of get it. Like, it just needs that consistent use of every day, and it does just make your skin feel smoother, the texture seems better, and yeah, a great product to layer before your other products to help with that absorption too. Next is a product that isn't completely new to me this year, but it did get a renewal, so technically it's like I tried it for the first time this year, and it is the Naturie Hatomugi Skin Conditioner. If you've been with me for a while, I am sure you have heard of this product, and again, it is one of those viral, very well-known products in Japan. It was either this year or like end of last year that it did get a renewal. So renewal in formula, which they hadn't changed in like years and years. The renewal included a 20% increase in the key ingredient Hatomugi extract, and then the second was they made it alcohol free, which I know was like a big deal for a lot of people. And then the third change was that they actually changed the top. Obviously this is not the original top that it comes with. It used to come with just like a screw off lid, but now it does come off with a flip cap. Although I did replace it with a trigger because I got a free trigger with it. Probably prefer using it like this because it's a little bit easier to get like an even application. But Logan does prefer toners in sprays. He just finds it so much easier. So I did decide to put the trigger on it for him. And yeah, I mean, it is good because you can spray it all over your body. Super easy. I must say the mist isn't like the finest. I don't know if you guys can see. So I do just end up like putting it in my hand sometimes. So I did always love this toner. It is so affordable in Japan. I'm pretty sure this 500 mils is like how much? 600-700 yen in US dollars. I think that's like $4 or half a liter of toner. Like that's It's just unbelievable. Personally, I don't feel like there is a huge difference between the old one and the new one. I must say it does feel just a bit more hydrating, and there's just like a bit more oomph to the formula, if that makes sense. But alcohol generally doesn't bother me in skincare, so it wasn't a problem that the old one had alcohol in it. If alcohol is an issue for you, well, lucky you, they did remove it from the toner, and maybe that is why it feels a little bit more hydrating, a little bit more plumping to the skin. If you have used this one and feel like it's not hydrating enough, layer it. The brand themselves actually do recommend layering the product like at least 2 to 3 times, up to 5 or 6 times. I mean, it is literally up to you how many times you use it, but you are supposed to layer this product to get its full effects. So if you haven't tried that, please try it. I feel like so many of you guys have messaged me being like, I tried layering it and I get it. And I'm like, yeah, layer it. I recommend it for oily skin types, combo skin types, breakout prone skin, dry, dehydrated, normal, like everybody can use it. And it does include that Hatomugi extract, which is going to help with your skin texture. It can help to brighten over time. And it does also help to condition your skin to prevent breakouts too. So yeah, I can never talk enough about this one. I don't think I actually ever included it in a best of videos because I discovered it like probably close to 10 years ago now. About time that it was included in one of my best ofs. So yes. The last 2 products I have are both mists. The first one being the Arouge Moisture Mist Lotion 2. I do feel like this one was kind of short-lived because I did use it up in a very short amount of time, but this one was initially recommended to me by my auntie in Japan, and she said she always uses it when her skin is feeling like a little rough, a little unstable. She always switches back to this toner, and it's kind of like her rescue product. So I was using it a lot when I was in Japan the first time this year, and it was during allergy season, so my skin was not having it. It was bumpy, it was textured, it was itchy, inflamed, like the whole trip, and this definitely saved me during that time. Even after I came back, I did have a period where my skin had an allergic reaction. It was even worse. It was like super bumpy, red, itchy, inflamed, really, really bad, but this was the toner that I just continued to use, and I had no issues of it irritating my skin or stinging or anything like that. It is a brand that is recommended for sensitive skin types, as it is free from a lot of irritants like alcohol, fragrance, etc. And if it wasn't for my skin being kind of sensitized, I probably wouldn't enjoy this toner that much. Like, it is pretty boring. It's just got like ceramides, obviously, to help with the skin barrier and moisturize. And it does also have that licorice extract, which is anti-inflammatory and can help to soothe the skin. But other than that, like, it is so basic that it's not that exciting, and I would basically just choose to use it when my skin is sensitized. But you do still need products like that when your skin gets in a rut, when it is unstable and sensitized, which I did go through a number of periods like that this year, and it was a product that I could rely on in those times. It does also come in a Moisture Lotion 1, which is more lightweight, and then a Moisture Lotion 3, which is more moisturizing, but the 3 doesn't come in a mist form. It's just like a dab out toner. The last one I have is actually quite a recent discovery, the Curel Intensive Moisture Care Deep Moisture Spray. This was a product that I had seen quite a bit during my trips to Japan. It did seem very popular. I was actually using it while I was in Japan, right after I got out of the bath or shower. If you have oily skin, you probably don't experience it that much, but literally if you have dry skin, you get out of the shower, and then within the few minutes that your skin will air dry, which personally I always let my skin just like take care of its own. I don't pat my skin dry when I get out of the shower, because by the time I finish wiping my body, like, water starts to evaporate. But in those few minutes, if all that water evaporates, like, my skin is so dry and tight. Especially when I was taking hot baths, you don't really want to like slather your face with skincare right away because you are feeling hot, you're feeling kind of like sweaty. I used this as soon as I stepped out, and it was such a good bridge between getting out and starting my skincare routine. And I also felt like I didn't have to rush to start my skincare routine because I sprayed on a light kind of hydrating barrier with this mist. Similar concept to the Arouge one. This one does focus on using ceramides as the main ingredient to help that skin barrier, moisture barrier, and to increase that elasticity in your skin. The mist is so beautifully fine, like compared to the Arouge one especially. This one's just like a normal pump mist. It is empty, but oh, we had like a spray left. But it's okay. Like it's not the finest mist, but this one's like an aerosol mist. So it is fine, and oh, it's just so easy to spray on. It's really fine. And I can tell that it does lay that veil of hydration and protection on my skin. And even after I finish like patting down my body, I go to do my skincare, like my skin isn't tight. My skin isn't dry like it usually would be. So it was such a good, handy little spray that I could use like as soon as I get out of the shower, that I saw, I'm not even close to finishing this one yet, but when I was in the drugstore in Japan, they had this big size with a free mini size. Like I literally paid money to get this one. And then this one, you got the small size for absolutely free when you bought the big one. So I was like, you know what? I have plenty of backups now. And even though I had only been using it for a short while, I knew I had to get a backup because for my dry, dehydrated skin, it was just such an easy way to get that quick layer of hydration before doing like my full skincare routine. Curel is another brand that specifically caters to sensitive skin in Japan. It is a drugstore brand, so very affordable, and it is free from a lot of those irritants, again, like fragrance, alcohol, and etc. Anyway, that is it for the best toners, essences, and mists of this year. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it myself. If you want to hang around a little bit and check out other videos that I have released for the end of year best of series, make sure you check it out. I do still have quite a number of them to come, like moisturizers, sunscreens, even makeup, hair and body, like they'll be coming. So if you do want to know when they come up, make sure you are subscribed, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!